Hello, my lovely students. How are you? Hope you're doing really well. I miss you so much. Teacher, today we will take a new lesson, which is pushes and pulls. Last time we talked about them. Now, if I ask you about these pictures here in your student's book, page 68, you will know how to answer them. Either they are pushing or pulling. Let's remember together the meaning of pushes. Pushes means you force or give a force to something to make that object move away from you. And a pull is a force that makes an object move towards you. Okay, let's see. Now let's see here. Let's make it big. Pushes and pulls. Please at your home highlight these. We use different types of forces every day. Pushes and pulls can help us to do useful jobs. So we can use push and pulls to make to you useful things in your life. Look at the pictures. What job uses a push and which one uses a pull? Let's see here this card. What do you do when you go to the mall? What do you do with this card? You will push it. Here, let's see here, it has a rope. I circled it. You will pull it. This is what we use in the sink or in the bathtub. The camera button here, the button, I circled it also for you. This is a push. You push it. Let's see here the net. The fisherman is using the net to pull it. He is fishing and catching some fish. Let's see here the man. The man's car is broken. He's trying to push it. And here, what are they doing with the cart? They are pulling it. So you will have an idea about pushes and pulls we have everyday uses. Now let's talk about the important thing today, which is in our life, teacher, we have two forces, two powers, natural powers. Natural mean, if you remember that, they come from nature. God creates them, which are the wind and the water. Let's talk about the water first. Let's see here this picture. What can you see here in this picture? We called it a wheel. Okay, this is a wheel or a water wheel or a water mill. Let's see how can we use the water force or the power of water to make this wheel move. Let's see a video. Let's see first. Here it is, a windmill. Okay. Here is a windmill. It uses the power or the force of water to make it move. So people build this water wheel, teacher, they build it to use the power and the force of water to do useful things. Yani, they use this wheel to do useful things, like they can sometimes make electricity out of it. They can grinding flour, the flour that we use in baking a cake. You just have to know that. They are using the force of water to do useful jobs or useful things around us in our world. Here it is. We have the water is flowing and the wheel is moving. The wheel is moving by the force of the water, not by itself. See, here is grinding flour. They are using flour, you know it, or wet qameh that to make flour out of it. They are using the wheels the power of the water to make the wheels move, and the wheel will make to us, will use it to grinding the flour. This is one thing. Let's see different things. Let's see the waterfalls. Now, all of you know the waterfalls, how large the power of the water. It has a very large force actually.
Waterfall.
So sometimes they use the falling water or the power, the force.
I like waterfalls because they're beautiful and make lots of noise. And
again, so sometimes they use the falling water or the force of falling water to do useful jobs in our life. So again, these are natural sources of force, power, or strength. See how large the force is? Very strong.
I like about waterfalls that when you go under them, it hits your head and it feels good.
Let's see. Okay, now we talked about the water, which is a natural force again. Now let's go back first to you. Here it is, like we said, what makes the wheel in the picture turn? Like we already saw, the water pushing down the wheel. Okay, so the water will push the wheel. Let's see now another force, which is the wind. Imagine that you have a paper. Okay, let's see. Imagine you have a paper, okay, a piece of paper. Can the paper move by its own? What can you do to make this paper move? You will blow it, right? You will blow it. You will give it air. You will give it a force to move. Let's see what is that man doing with that paper.
See what happens. Okay, I created lift on a piece of paper.
Let's watch it again.
And see what happens. Okay, I created lift on a piece of paper.
So the strong wind, you will give the paper, so it will move stronger and faster. You can try it at home. You can blow gently and you can blow strongly. Okay, and see the differences between if you blow gently, how the paper will move, and when you blow strongly, how the paper will move. Let's see different example of wind force. Here is something called windmill. Okay, let's see it. It looks like a fan. Let's see what does we do, or how can we use this power, this force, to make useful jobs.
Wow, so the wind blows and it turns those big blades?
That's right. So once the
wind will blow and it will turn this windmill.
Blows, the blades start spinning and it makes power for your homes.
That's amazing.
Would you like to go see our wind turbines and check it out for yourself?
Yeah, we'd love to.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go see.
Here are the windmills. They look like a fan, like I said. When the wind comes and blow them, they will spin around. And when they spin, they will use this force to make electricity.
Well, Kitty, welcome to the Niagara Region Wind Farm.
Wow, there's a lot of wind turbines around here.
Yeah, there's 77 in this project.
Wow, they're so tall. How tall is a wind turbine?
Well, these wind turbines are the tallest in North America, so they're over 174 meters tall.
That sounds really tall.
Yeah, so if you would take 55 elephants and stack them on each other's backs, that's how tall these wind turbines are.
Can you imagine 55 elephants on top of each other?
That would be a sight to see for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, this is a sight to see. It's so big. And I can see it's moving up there. So does that mean that it's making electricity right now?
That's right. So when the wind blows and the turbine catches the wind, the blades spin and generate the power that is then delivered to your homes.
And how?
So do you understand? When the wind blows, they will spin and they will generate electricity to your homes. You don't have to know about electricity. You just have to know that the wind the wind power makes useful jobs for us. And again, the stronger the wind, the greater the pushing force and the more movement it can produce. Okay? Let's see another example of wind force. This is another natural force. Like we said, we have water and we have the wind. Let's see now at this yacht or this boat. We have here, this is what we call the sailing or the sail. Let's see what will happen now to it. Now, will it move by its own? Of course not. It will not move by its own. It needs a force or a power to let it move. So the wind force will make it move.
Bob along as the yacht heads out of the harbor.
Here it is. See
Along the way, they pass an old tall
how the sails move by the power of the air, the wind. So if you have, let's say, if you have like this one small sail, the power will be small. But if you have big sails, the power and the force will be bigger. So again, the sails sizes will affect the power of the wind. Again, the power of the wind is pushing on the sails. This is the force of the wind. Let's go to your book. Here it is. What makes the boats and the pictures move? Of course, the wind pushing the sails. Here I have small sail and here I have a bigger one. I have the red and the blue. If I ask you which boat do you think will move faster? I circled it for you. The blue one, it has a bigger sail because again it has a bigger sail. This is why the wind will push the sail faster and creating a bigger force. Do you understand? You can try at home to bring a piece of paper or a polystyrene piece, and you can bring a stick and a paper, like I said, a piece of paper, and you can make your own boat, and then try to blow it gently and blow it strongly, and you can make a small sail with a small piece of paper and a bigger sail using a bigger piece of paper, and see which one will move faster, the one that has a small sail or a big sail. Hope you understand it. If you have any question, you can ask me. Have a nice day.